as you can see, we actually got a fair amount of snow, and this is something that we don't hardly ever get in Kansas. The last time we got this amount of snow was over 10 years ago, so I am going to take this opportunity and I am actually going to make a snow shelter for my kid to play in, and I also think that we're probably going to stay the night in this snow shelter. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this snow and get it all mounded up, and then we will go from there. Now, keep in mind, like I said, we don't get this kind of snow. So, quite frankly, I don't know what the hell I'm doing because I don't ever get this opportunity. So this is kind of a learning experience for me. And the best part is you guys are coming along for the ride. So all you guys that get a whole crap load of snow every year can give me some pointers. Tell me what it is that I'm doing wrong or what it is that I'm doing right. I don't know if we have enough snow or not. It's going to be a lot of work, I know that. And yes, this is my backyard, because like I said, I want my kid to be able to play in this also. I think I'm going to have the entrance over on this side. Let this evergreen kind of block the wind. Maya, please don't attack me. Come on, get to work. No, don't attack me. Get to work. Come on, Maya dog. Hey, get over here and get to shoveling. Damn lazy dog. Maya. Here. That's what you get. Get to work. Dog loves the damn snow. She loves, she's a chocolate lab, so she just loves water, period, but she's having the time of her life in this snow. I think my problem is going to be being able to get this thing high enough and long enough. I don't know. We'll see. It's going to be a lot of work, I know that. Hey, stop eating sticks and get to work. Maya, you crazy little shit. Why ain't you working? Always playing. But anyway, let me know if this thing is tall enough, wide enough, all that good stuff. Maya, get out of there. Well, you're not working very hard. Over here eating damn sticks. Alright, so all I'm trying to do now is kind of pack it down in the front. Change my mind, I'm actually going to put the front at this side. Figure I got the whole damn house as a wind block this way. Snow is pretty powdery, so I hope that doesn't cause me problems. I don't know. We'll find out, won't we? Especially if the dang thing caves in on me while I'm sleeping. Alright, so I guess I'm just going to start digging into this thing and see if this powdery snow is going to be a problem or not. And I just have my GI trigger finger gloves on. I treated these things, Maya, little shithead. I treated these things with my waterproofing solution. Many of you guys have seen that video already, but if you haven't seen that video, check it out, because that waterproofing actually works pretty dang good. And I think I read a while back, actually, I think it was Brandon on my Facebook group just shared a picture last night kind of showing a little bit of tips and tricks on these things. And I think it said that you need to try to make your walls decently steep. So that's what I'm going to do. Maya, knock it off. If you're going to dig, get in here and dig. Don't dig out the outside. I think I'll take all this excess stuff that I'm pulling out of here, and I'll probably end up putting a little wall out here. Haven't quite decided if that's what I'm going to do yet or not. So like I said, it is definitely a learning curve. To be completely honest with you, a little nervous with this thing. Like I said, this is something that I don't get to do. Well, last time I got to do something like this was when I was a little kid. So I don't get to do this very often. So I just hope the damn thing doesn't fall down and collapse on me while I'm sleeping. I don't think it will. It seems pretty sturdy. I'm gonna try to make it as cozy as possible. That way I don't have that much area to heat up tonight. Out. Go on, get in there and clean it out. Go on. Don't you back sass. Get in here and clean. Boy, I tell you what, you don't ever want to earn your keep. All the food we buy you, and this is how you want to repay. Get in here. Huh, get in there. Come here. You little turd. Here, you're getting tangled up in my glove string. Get in there. We'll clean it out. Okay, okay. Calm down. Calm down. Alright, so the only thing that I'm going to use tonight is, number one, I'm going to have my bed pad down. It's got a little bit of a Mylar blanket reflection pad in it as well. I'm going to lay my wool blanket down on top of all that, and then I'm going to use my GI modular sleep system. Alright, here's what it looks like on the inside. Nice and cozy. I can actually fit my whole body in here just fine. I do not believe that I am going to lay head first in here. I am actually going to go feet first with my head hanging out just a little bit, because the thing is if this thing does collapse, well, number one, I want my head out because I'm going to be sleeping in a GI modular sleep system. By doing that, I am going to basically trap my arms inside of my sleep bag, so if this thing was to collapse, I have no way of getting my arms free. At that point, the only thing I can do is try to use my breath to melt the surrounding snow. That way I can at least create some sort of air pocket and hope that my wife comes and digs me out. But like I said, I am going to sleep feet first in this thing just in case something does happen, and then I will be very safe. And down here by where my head is going to be, that is going to be the shelf for my headlamp, so that way I can see when I'm trying to get ready for bed tonight. Okay, so for one more thing, for anybody that's wondering why my daughter is not in this video, she's actually quite sick at the moment. She's been throwing up and everything else. So I didn't want her out here obviously playing in the snow with me. But since we don't get these kinds of snow very often, I wanted to do something like this. That way when she gets to feeling better, she can actually have something to play in. As long as I mound all this snow up, it's going to stay for a good long while. So that's exactly why she's not in the video. I'm also going to pile up, you know, another mound. That way she can help me make a snowman whenever she's feeling better. Okay, so getting my bedroll and everything else in here tonight is not going to be the difficult part. I think the difficult part for me is going to be getting into the GI modular sleep system and being able to get in this thing. It's, as you can see, it's not necessarily a really snug fit, but it is decently snug in here. So let's roll this out. And this is probably going to be a bit of overkill. I know without a shadow of a doubt that I'm not going to need this, but you know what? I mean, it weighs all of a half a pound, if that, so why not carry something like this? Because who's to say that I won't need it? Alright, so now I'm just gonna throw my blanket out and try to keep it off the snow as much as possible. Not gonna matter too much if it gets a little bit of snow on it, because obviously my bivvy is Gore-Tex, so not gonna be an issue. So there we go. It's going to be nice and cozy in here. Alright, so this is going to be the interesting part. I've got to figure out how I'm going to get into this thing without dragging a whole bunch of snow inside of my sleeping bag. Obviously I'm not going to sleep in my Gore-Tex. I'm actually only going to be sleeping in a pair of polypros. So I think is what I'm going to end up doing is I'll probably end up taking my jacket off. Laying my jacket out, something like this maybe. And at this point I'll probably end up taking my pants and boots off out here. This is obviously not what I'm going to sleep in. Just wanted to do this before we lose light so you guys can see exactly what it is that I'm doing to get into this thing. Okay, so we're out of the Gore-Tex, and at this point, this is when I'd be wearing my polypros, or, you know, fleece and wool pants and all that good stuff. Obviously, I just, you know, shed down to my polypro layers and attempt to climb in at this point and try not to bump any more snow with my shoulder. I'm also going to bring all this stuff in closer as I climb into this thing, so I can bring this stuff into my shelter tonight. But I think I'm probably just going to have to inchworm myself in here. So. I think the key is just not dragging a bunch of snow in with me. So at this point, I would go ahead and zip it up and then just kind of work my way back in here, just like so, until I'm all the way down in there. And I tell you what, just the inside of this bag just feels so warm already, it's not even funny. I have a feeling that it's going to be, well, it's actually supposed to get down pretty cold tonight. I think it's probably going to end up around 10 degrees Fahrenheit or so. So I'd be in the negatives in Celsius, but we'll see. Might get colder, who knows. Either way, I'm pretty sure that this is actually going to be a really, really easy night. I don't expect to get cold at all. So, like I said, the only thing I'm going to be wearing is my polypros. I'll also have a wool stocking on and some wool gloves on the inside of my sleeping bag just in case I need to throw them on, but I won't need them. I never need them. So, and of course a thick wool pair of wool socks. So anyway, the sun's going to be going down here shortly. As soon as it does, I'll bring you guys in here and going to give this a go for the night. Alright guys, well, it is time to hit the hay. Currently it's about, I think it's about 10 degrees or so, but not terribly cold. No wind right now, it's all still, but it's supposed to get down to about 0 degrees Fahrenheit. So I think that's somewhere around the ballpark of negative 16, negative 18 degrees Celsius. But anyway, get back with you guys in a bit. Alright, so I lied to you. Whenever I crawled in here, I was thinking it was about 10 degrees. Well, I just woke up, had to use the restroom. It's about midnight, and you can actually see that it's 16 degrees. And it looks like the low is supposed to get down to about 4. So anyway, not quite as cold as what I thought it was, but either way, so far so good. It's actually quite cozy. Alright, I'm here to tell you that I'm having a hard time going back to sleep just because of the simple fact that I'm starting to overheat. So I'm going to pull this, or I'm actually going to try to work my way out of this snow shelter just a little bit and see if I can cool off a little bit and crawl back in. So definitely staying warm. Okay, so here we are. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning, and I gotta tell you, it was very warm in there. Out here right now it's about 3 degrees Fahrenheit, but don't kid yourself, it is very cold, and without the proper gear and shelter, you will die very fast in this temperature. But like I said, with the GI modular sleep system, the bed pad, and this shelter, I actually stayed very, very, very warm. At one point in the night, I actually had to crawl out and just basically air out. I was hot, I was overheating, and the last thing I wanted to do was sweat when I was in that thing. So I crawled out, aired out just a little bit, crawled back in. I didn't have any problems since. So anyway, guys, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and like I said, you know, share your tips and your tricks with me on what it is that I can do to make this type of shelter better. Just remember that I don't get a lot of snow, okay? So if you're talking bigger and everything else, just keep that in mind. I will probably not see this amount of snow again for another 10 years. So it's got to stay small, it's got to stay simple. But please give me your tips and your feedback with it, and I look forward to making another video. And as always, guys, have a good one.